That's a good question. Well, I think they can learn from how news organisations are managing digital disruption. They can learn from how news organisations are tiptoeing their way through the potential minefield of Twitter and all the various pitfalls that can come from breaking the libel and privacy laws there. I think 24/7 news is a very laudable achievement as well, which we now see at Sky and BBC. And if brands were to go into these news organisations, they'd see the level of commitment and professionalism that goes into putting a news bulletin together every day. And in radio, every hour there's a news bulletin which has been produced by professionals and is broadcast amidst basically a jukebox of music. It's a very, very big investment for radio stations. It shows their commitment to speech content. It shows their commitment to engaging with their audiences. I don't think there's a lot brands could learn from traditional media about how to innovate. I think brands and some of the big advertisers, people like Procter & Gamble, are masters at innovation. They know more about that. But if they are ambitious about having their own content channels, about developing their own communities online and not necessarily effectively paying for the attention that other media brands can sell to them, then they have to pay attention to how news organisations manage all these things and how they steer a course between consumer-generated content and professional content. And there are there are good examples and bad examples. I mean, certainly the way Coca-Cola created their mobile app challenge to engage with developers, get developers creating your app, have a competition, choose the best app, and that's a media channel that they've engaged with their audiences to produce. And recently I saw this thing about Paddy Power putting these billboards outside football stadiums, making a joke about bench warmers. People like Fernando Torres perhaps and others, I think they mentioned Fernando Torres by name, and who are on the subs bench. That's upset Chelsea. It's probably upset a lot of fans. At the same time, Paddy Power might argue, well, that's who we want to be. We want to be a bit edgy. You've got to be careful who you're upsetting and who you're not upsetting, and make sure that you are steering the right course. That doesn't mean being conservative, but if you're managing a channel, you have to understand those people.